Gino and Margaret's wedding anniversary, and Gino was planning on cooking a special dinner. The couple planned a weekend getaway to where they first met. Traffic was lighter than usual, and they arrived earlier than expected. Margaret filled the time reading a book she brought, and Gino worked on a laptop and a tablet. An hour or so later, Margaret lit the stove and put on the espresso maker to make more coffee. She knew Gino would love a cup too. She brought it over to him as he was still doing work on the tablet. A while later, she touched him on the shoulder and said she'd go have a shower and get changed for dinner. Gino had the basil, tomatoes, spaghetti, lemon, onions, and garlic by the stove. He also had salt, pepper, and chili flakes handy. He turned on the hot plate and put oil in the pan for cooking the meatballs. The dried spaghetti was still hard and only half in the pot. As the water begins to boil, it will soften and all of it will sink into the water. He put the sauce in the saucepan and stirred it and the meatballs with the slotted wooden spatula as they cooked. Then he sliced up the tomatoes and the garlic to add to the meatballs. He had the spaghetti coming to a boil in the pot, the sauce in the saucepan, and the meatballs with chopped tomato in the fry pan. Everything was coming together nicely. The tomatoes, garlic, and basil leaves were added to the meatballs. A little while later, Gino lifted the pot off the stove and poured the water down the sink. It was nearly all done, so he got out some plates, putting the pasta on first and then the meatballs. He got out the bottle of white wine from the fridge and 2 glasses. He set the table, putting out the wine glasses, cutlery, and napkins. Margaret had finished getting changed and found the flowers Gino had left for her. Gino brought over both plates to the table and gave Margaret hers first. It looked delicious. He then poured them both a glass of wine and they touched glasses. After taking a sip, he motioned for Margaret to put her hand out. She extended it, and he grabbed it with both hands, saying he's thankful for every day that they spend together, and she said she couldn't imagine falling in love with anyone else. As they ate, they reminisced about their time together and made plans for the future. When they both finished, Margaret put on some music, and they both danced until they wanted to go to bed. But before they did that, the dishes went into the sink, and cleaning them is now a problem for tomorrow.